Chikiline at the moment in a lovely, I believe it is, I'm not going to, a black. I'm not going to go with the pronunciation of the black. I can't roll it off my tongue. But I'll get the stream shared around, and then I'll be with you guys. We are just waiting on 68 Cent. He was just finishing a run on Peer Race. He was just having a little warm-up. Been playing a lot of FIFA the past few days. Chikiline, I know, has been up since about 7:30 his time in California. He's also live, so do head over, check his channel out. We'll share it into my chat in just a little moment as I get a little bit lost on my phone for a second, clicking the wrong app with my fat finger. Right, shared, and we'll go. But yeah, we will be. I will be bringing you Chikiline versus 68 Cent for their second round match. So it's just taking a little while to load. Once I've got it copied, I can paste it. It makes it a bit easier. Get that shared to processed. Copy. Okay. Chikiline, little pap of the horn. Hello, chick. 68 Cent just need. Let me just join this. Invite someone, let him join this. He has had an invite. I can't invite. Oh, he's in session. Good man. Perfect, perfect. Lovely. It's all good to go. 68 Cent is actually in session, although it's not showing up on our spectator list. Or on people in the lobby, so I can't flick to him at the moment, but it did just show him as joined when I went to invite. Stunt Racing Chair. There it goes, fully loaded in. And we are good to go. There is. And I've shared it there. In my chat, global stunt. It's just left. That's strange that he's left. Little moment, please. Might just be changing something quickly. No worries, my side. All of that, I'm coming over to the chat.
Champions League performance. One thing that was noticeable about that Champions League, under a bit of pressure here, is five substitute rule really helped. Manchester United, Leipzig didn't have anything like the same resources. Debate is still going on.
I don't know how Maguire gets away with this shit when the ball's coming over and he puts his hands all over the fucking player.
Hello, Dad, and we've got Fluky's Fishing Adventures. I'm doing really well, thank you, my man, and I hope you both are as well. As I did say at the beginning, for the little intro as the stream was warming up, but we are here to see Chikiline versus 68 Cent. 68 Cent has just asked for a moment, so we'll just be a couple of minutes, but then we will all be on the way. Hello, Jake, and that's not good, my man, hopefully. This can either take your mind off it a little bit, distract you from the problems, and making you feel horrible. Hey, new boys, and he's saying, yo guys, to myself and yourself rather. He's heard you in the background as he's getting himself fully awake.
Howdly doodly.
Let's just shoot 68 if I can. I'll put it in the week. I'm not sure I'll be able to join. And we've got Stars, and we've got my man, Bala. I hope you're all doing superbly well on this Sunday, or Monday morning, I guess it could be, in certain places. Don't think it goes all the way back to last night anymore. So I think we are out of Saturday, in general. Hello, official. I didn't quite catch what the message was, but I hope you're doing really well yourself. Big donut. And let me quickly just do that as well while I'm getting this set up. And these guys are getting ready to go. Let's give this a little share as well. I'm just going to share Chikiline's POV, and then that way have the potential to fling yourself between the two a little bit, show Chick a bit of extra support, personalised support rather than it being through me. No, not child. But yeah, so 68 Cent, I believe, is hosting. The tracks are, these are Chikiline's picks: Big Drop, Gauntlet, Chiliad, Downtown Loop. Just in case, Big Descento, or Big Grand Descent, sorry, and Stomping. Grand Descent is Big Drop, Stomping is Gauntlet. We did have an ever so slight translation issue, quickly cleared up. And then we have Pier Race splits in the city and Spinner from 68 cent. He can't join. I think he is in. Yeah, he is. I can see his name.
Reasons why I think Aubameyang perhaps isn't getting as many scoring opportunities as he certainly works very hard for the Arsenal.
There we go. Stunt Racing chat. Copy. Someone did just ask about a playlist tonight. There probably will be. If nobody else is hosting, I'll host something around 8, 9 o'clock. There's no more 1v1s tonight at this point, so jump on that. And I grabbed the wrong thing. Got that one. No one. That one. Stunt Racing. Chikiline is POV. That one. And then I know he is a ride member, but you all know me a little bit. And like share it into the pros chat too. I'm here. There we go. He was looking at the spectating or players in the lobby list as well, and he couldn't see me, but I'm already secluded inside Chikiline. So 68 cent, unable to see me. But that's now all cleared up. He knows he is good to go. Give that a good like. And a yo chick. Back that up a second. Come back. And there we go. Fully invested now. This. There we go. Chikiline's POV. I'll just put that they are fully good to go when they are ready. Just bring up that competition information while we're waiting. So unfortunately, Azzy, with lockdown coming into effect, his work is going to swamp him, so he has had to pull out. That is seeing Fuckstain progress to face Max Wine and Weed in the second round of the losers bracket. I told this wrong. I had the previous title there and I did not change it well enough. Let me just fix this. There we go, apologies for that. little bit of misinformation. This is the losers bracket. Just haven't changed all of the title. So, Chikiline, just waiting on the invite from 68. But I am looking forward to this. Is only the second time spectating on Chikiline and commentating in this scenario. Fortunately, had come up against Max Wineweed, did really well, took a strong lead early on, but Max fought back and then took its penalties, winning 7-4 overall. 68 Cent had the unpleasant or pleasant experience, whichever way you choose to look at it. He had Keno himself, he did progress 7-1, and then did beat Max Wineweed, so he is there now, ready to face Luke. As Luke also got a little bit fortunate with the fact Joe Tracy stuff a bit too much coming up in real life, had to pull aside. That will also see Heredia with a free pass to face off against Max Wine and Weed, or Fuckstain, in the next round of the losers bracket, because that is Joe, unfortunately, out of the competition. Again, fully flexible, understanding guy. Just let me know if stuff comes up. I can make some good allowances, but I do need a little bit of clarity because it helps with the running of the competition. Just a little update. It's all good. I ain't no, like, I don't know, dictator. I've not, I put a competition out. You don't have to be in it. Like, it won't have any ill effects on friendships and stuff. But a lack of communication is the thing that would rub me up the wrong way, because I am just a human, and so how people need to be treated. Let's bring up the chat again. Sapney Nazi, we've got Ventura in the chat too. We've got Cyrod, yo all, and good luck, 68, and a Chikiline. I do hope everybody's doing very well. Again, I've got one more message to put. Good. Dosed. Let me just pull the map up. Does look as though 68 Cent disappeared. He's still in the session, so Chikiline just waiting upon an invite. We'll be on our way. Oh shit, I just read the sapling scar. My man, I'm so sorry. Like, as much as it is our joke that, like, one of you is the puppet, like, I know you're both different people and I like you both separately. We're classed as the same person, so I'll take being called Azzy, bro. I just saw the sapling. Hello, Jet.
Hello.
How you going, fella?
Not too bad. How's you guys?
Nice. Just about to do commentary for 68 cent this Chikiline. And I've just called Scarface Azzy because he put Sapling in the chat. I read it and just said, "You alright, Scar?" Azzy. Hello, Dylan. Okay, 68 cent has reappeared on the map somehow. Where is he? There he is. Chikiline's on his way. Looks like he's driving towards him as the pause menu appeared, looking to maybe get a cheap kill while he's in that pause menu. If he stood outside, you've seen it happen before. Aljo taught you a harsh lesson on that, didn't he, Jack?
Motherfucker! Fucking making
run you right over, he did.
Yeah, I was in the middle of making a playlist.
Flattened you, Jack.
And his response was, I was teaching you a lesson what happens when you don't go into passive mode. Cheeky bastard.
Oh, 68 cent timed that perfectly. It does look like he disappeared. And Chikiline, a little bit frustrated, has decided to shoot some civilians and get himself a wanted level before he loads into the job. It did look like he did maybe want that free cheap kill. He has been kept waiting a little while. He's been ready for about half an hour. The young man from California. And it is, I think it's like 9 o'clock his time. It's really early. He's been up since 7ish. Messaging between myself and 68 cent.
I was up at 11.
You've been up since 11, nicely.
No, I was. You fucking dog jumped on my bed, didn't she? I was like, fuck. I had to fucking chuck her outside, man.
Double loop is up first. This is Chikiline's choice. As I said, big drop, gauntlet, or grand descent and stomping are 2 Chiliad, double loop, and peer race split in the city, spinner 68 cent pit. Not now, Casper. Put it away, kid. Ooh.
Just started the stream.
Good luck and let's go from New Boys. He's ready for some racing to get the blood flowing properly. I know it helps get me all energised. Like I say, if there is nothing, it doesn't look like anything's been planned. I know the GOAT playlist starts around 7, so I'll maybe look at 9, 9:30, 10 o'clock to host UK time a playlist. The stunting variety, because that'd allow the goats a chance to potentially get themselves all wrapped up and join in if they choose to. I've got the timing right for that, Jack, isn't it? It's like 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock they start their playlist and it lasts about an hour and a half, 2 hours usually, doesn't it, go?
Oh, their fun day?
Yeah, their Sunday fun day, yeah.
Yeah, it starts about 7 or 8 and then it lasts 2 hours, so they'll be done about 10.
Yeah.
9, 10.
Yeah, depending what time it starts, will be what time we then start ours, about 2 hours later. 2 seconds on the clock as I just glance up away from my rolling materials for 1 second to make sure I'm not missing anything. Got my timing good and perfect. Camera sorted out, flip back to Chick, ability to see both of the cars. Nice and round curbs, 68 cent did just stay nice and smooth over on that left side, held the lead to more aggressive curbs on the right side of the track there from Chikiline. Good brake boost from 68 cent as well. Chikiline did look like he was going to line up for the loop skip there if 68 cent had have gone for it, but realigned the car and just allowed himself to follow 68 cent on this first lap. Big jump, nicely avoids the wall, but just missed that boost pad, costing a little bit of time. 68 cent just extending the lead away ever so slightly as he goes down the banked platform. Straight, nice clip of the curbs from Chick, shortening some of that distance. And 68 cent got none. No brick from either competitor there. Now, I haven't seen any conversations about what happens on bricks, but so we'll see how that plays out. I always leave it down to the competitors when there's no rule in place. And with what I've seen in the past, I have left it down to their own choices. Seems to be the best way to sort it out. Races have different opinions on it. Good and smooth through the tube. The gap does appear still just being well, it is still in 68's favour, having the lead, but it does appear to have closed up since a slight mistake and missing of the boost as he got a bit too close to the wall, tilted the car, couldn't get the car swung around onto the boost path. Lovely across the curbs through the loop. Had just dimmed slightly, significantly chased but missed the brake boost. Brushing the wall, getting the car straightened out and flung across the right side of the track, chasing the curbs, nice and smooth. 68 holding the pressure well, holds the lead, bit of lag displaying on Chikiline's car, again just realigns the car, safe line through the loop. This time miles away from the wall, doesn't carry half the distance though. Himself down to the track nice and early. Yeah, definitely has shortened up from the last lap, but not too much. That little extra clip of the curb though, a lot of extra length on the jump. He's just going to take the lead, clear for a second, but he's wrapped up on the fence, angled the car just nicely enough to get it flecked off, but that does see greater lead in the favour of 68 cent. Lining up towards the pipe as he's going a bit too much pace. So pull back down on that metal line. The loop following 68 cents line, closing up, feathers the throttle just at the peak of the ramp. Tube. Nice and clean. I think I just need to close my light check. Very good. Through the loop. Gap does appear to have maintained feathering of the throttle just before the corner, making sure it doesn't come into contact with that platform above. Did really fling himself across this time, getting extra curb. Pulls the car sharp across to the right at the peak of the jump again, just collecting a little bit more straight line speed. Just trying to shorten up the gap. Give himself a good chance. 68 cent though. It's been nice and smooth and consistent. Chikiline clearly carries a little bit more pace in certain sections as he keeps closing the gap back up. But just slight, and I mean slight little mistakes or miscalculations. Goes in for the ramp skip. He's got it clean. He's undercut 68 cent. 68 cent just lands, but high revs, higher speed from Chikiline. Nicely done. Really well. Stunt managed. Pulled out what he needed to when he needed to do it. And got it nice and clean. Now has the lead into the tube. We are going to pull back to 68 cent. 68 cent, I'm sure, as much as he will be slightly disappointed he maybe didn't risk it himself, as he was in the lead, holding it well, and he will appreciate the fact that he was beaten by a cut and not a mistake necessarily on his part. Nice clean lines. The gap does appear to just be closing up ever so slightly. 68 cent a little bit earlier onto the curb, nice and smooth back across. Oh, the gap is closing. Oh, 68 ahead behind. Chikiline very nearly hit that platform ahead and takes the win. Tap of the horn from 68 cent, appreciating the battle there, and that does see it go 1-0 to Chick. Not 100% sure, maybe it's just that I go with the Emirates myself there. I know it's mixed really between Emirates or slightly in the Krieger's favour. But I know that the Emirates can be relatively competitive there, certainly from PC. But yeah, he's here, I know, here mobbing with the record. With the Krieger. But how you going, sick, my man, as we head in to splits at the first 68 picks. Joe, big boys from Sick, returning Yosik. We see them selecting their clubs. 68 cent gets pole again. It does randomise it in these 1v1 situations. Chikiline very aggressive over the curb, collecting double wheel in that thin portion. As much as it did show him hitting it, didn't. No girls and partying for me at the moment. Sick, we're back in lockdown in the UK. There's no partying and going out with other people for another month at least.
We do it secretly.
Well, that's part of the problem, is people doing it secretly, and it turned out a lot more people still had it than they thought, and it spread quicker than they thought it would.
Yeah, now the ones that get laid.
They're not getting laid, I don't think. I think they're just getting really pissed and having the odd fight with each other, from what I hear in other people's back gardens near me. They can't handle their booze or know how to socialise properly at the moment, so they've not done it for 6 months, and they have a fight. Sick having a laugh at that too. Ooh, Chikiline with a very rough tube exit. He did correct the inner car control very nicely, but does miss the checkpoint. We are going to apply some of that thick ass pressure on to 68 cent. It is his track choice, and an oof from Sick. Yeah, that's the sort of thing that really hurts. Can occasionally, if it gets into your head, damage the confidence. Hopefully Chick able to shake it off relatively quickly. Use the rest of this race now to just get back into the groove. To like convince himself it was the car, not him, and get back into it. 68 cent, nice and smooth, takes his second corner, nice and narrow, clipping curb just a touch. This time, all four wheels over. Oh, clips the tube ever so slightly, not as damaging to the time as it was for Chick, but Chick will be closing back in. It's quite a high speed section, and that's a lot of speed there lost from 68 Cent. Chick avoids that spinner prop. It looked like 68 Cent just gone through the tubes, approached, gone through that second one too. Pulling to the right, you can see the gap is shortened. 68 Cent just approaching that next tube, going through the loop line. Gets the back end of the car down first, enters the tube a little bit safer with the loop. A lovely exit on this occasion from Chick. Really good high speed. First lap was a 1:32.160. Heavy feathering of the throttle needed there as he got the line slightly wrong on the drop down, but that will be an improvement at 1:29.419. That is the best lap, and the gap shortened up by that 3 seconds you see, but we will head back on over 68 Cent. Glad that I was able to catch that nice tube exit on this occasion, not getting lost in the tube at all or the loop. Very nice and clean. The engine notes should burst back into life any second now. Comes over the curbs, nice and clean, a little bit more aggressive, but a little bit safer that time, not wanting to catch the tube. Those who need to just hold of the lead can be a little bit safer, can lose a touch of time. Doesn't need to set his new PB here today. Thank you all very much for tuning in. I haven't got the hang of the club there yet, but I have only used it like 6 times. And so I imagine you'll get used to the car. Like, compared to the Briosi, it's a dream. Heavy on the brakes, swings through to the corner, towards the start line. $0.68 does bring it back to 1-1. They've both won their first track each. Just having a quick both just offering each other GGs. He's not got used to it yet. I really enjoy the car, quite like the track, and I'm at a 1:27.6 or something sick, and you're not used to it yet. You've been retired for the past year nearly. You're still over a second quicker than me. Don't you worry, my man. You'll get it. You know you will. You don't worry. We are on to big drop / grand descent. And this is the second of Chick's picks.
Why did you just call him Chick Hicks?
I didn't. I said this is the second of Chick's picks. It flows off the tongue nice, so it's how I wrote it down and everything. 68 Cent getting really lucky with these random poles here. Gets a good boost off the line. Did seem to pull away ever so slightly earlier, but a stronger start. It turns out from Chick, just really nice and smooth application of the power off the boost. Maybe allowed him to gain the higher revs early through getting clean traction. 68 Cent though matches the speed through the loop. It's been this round where we've been starting to lose people sick, but there is still 20 odd people in it, but we are at like the 48% point completed after this match. So it should start really cranking on towards the final.
It's gone on for 2 weeks. How's that forever?
It's gone on for 4 weeks. This round's been 2 weeks.
Point.
But yeah, it's just been a little bit more complicated with the losers bracket. But we wouldn't be seeing this match up without the losers bracket either, so it allows us a little to see some different matches. It allows some of the competitors that got knocked out maybe having come up against an opponent that they knew was a little bit too high level, and it gives them a chance to come up against someone a bit closer to their level, either just above, around, or same.
Lovely bit of skill.
Lovely.
I'm doing that fucking thing that's overpowered.
Cut from 68
Kicking it up.
Chikiline just hit the platform, just going a little bit too aggressively. But I believe we did see that in the previous round. We have seen a couple of people just slightly undercutting that tube exit, just trying to do it a bit too fine. Get the wheels to meet the track almost as it comes up to meet the car. 68% just nice and clean over the curbs. And yeah, now really at this point, sick with Toe Ryan, he's a wanker. But yeah, sick as right now, because everybody had like a bit of a break since the update, so they're now all fully warmed up or getting there, so they shouldn't quite need as long to get themselves up to speed and stuff for their next opponent, if that makes any sense. Nice and cleanly through. I've also got big wobble, handled nicely by 68%, managed to get the car straight again. Have also now got Butch Fuckstain and Obi John Kenobi, and they are willing to help out significantly with the commentary. So it's now not, I'm not necessarily going to need to space it out for my benefit, so I get a little bit of a throat break either. Get to moisten my whistle again. Hey Leighton, my man. Hope you're doing well, and I hope the racing was good and clean today. I hope you didn't go at the back of anybody today and get another grid penalty, lad. No more of that. Nice, clean, real-life karting. No dangerous. I don't want to hear you come back on PSN and tell me you've, like, broke your hand because you got in a bit of a scrape and you ended up punching somebody's helmet. Yeah, next Saturday. So if I'm good and clear, I am going to try and keep the 1v1s a little bit clear on the Saturday night for that time. But if not me, then there will be a Butch and Obi John commentating on it. Exactly, Drip. I know it is. I've been to Liverpool.
Oh, lucky.
To be fair, Jack, the music scene's quite good. And it's loud, so you don't have to... It's not the same if I don't do it. Oh, thank you very much for that, Sick. And like I say, I will be more than trying to keep it clear. Or like I say, maybe I can put one of them guys or them guys on to one of the 1v1s, should that be the only time someone could do. It's like I've been asked to do it by Rezkio and yourself, so... And it's the first thing that's been asked for me to do, and that's the way I do try to keep it. First come, first serve. But I do really appreciate that. It's not the same if you don't do it. And mainly just because they've not got the experience yet, they'll all warm up to it, get used to it nice and quickly. I'll do a couple of one. Oh, Chick got fucked by that curve as he went up the hill. It took the car to the right as he went up the crest of the hill and could not correct the car. We are going to go apply the thick ass pressure. They don't have that sensual, sexy voice. That's it, you're making me blush. You need to take a man out for dinner before you make his face go like this. I've said the same to Jack in the past, like lobster. And
I did take you out for dinner.
Yours. You've not yet.
I did.
Not even in GTA. You've not dropped a chocolate bar on the floor for me and said, there you go, there's tea, love.
You're getting P and Q's and that's it, they're cheap.
68 cent across the curves, nicely entering the tube, nice and aggressive, but not getting hung up on the entrance. Taking the risky loop, but doesn't get hung up in the boost. It's a good line, nice and flat. Getting the back end down first, and the anger issues for you, Fox. And Leighton, man, honestly, from what I've heard, you're doing a lot better with your anger. Like, just in general, you seem a lot more chilled out with people like myself now. And it's like I said, people, as they find their place and their friends in the community, they settle down into it a lot more and stop pushing for things. Like, nicely across the curb, and then as you settle down into your racing, I'm sure them anger issues, as you lose the frustration, things happen, get used to it, them anger issues will subside there too. But when it's clearly somebody else's fault, and if it's at high speed, potentially life-threatening, then, you know, can't blame yourself really too much for thumping somebody in their motor helmet. Nice, clean exit again from 68 coming across.
Shoe.
Feathering the throttles through, and as Jack says, bless you, Brian. Across the apex curb, over the curbs. Is chasing the brake boost, but it appears to be braking just a touch too early. If I crash, the controller is going at the wall. Leighton. Like, if that was the case, like, you must have gone through, in the time I've known you alone on the racing scene, about 1,000 controls. Like, you crash a lot less than I do, but I'd have gone through a couple of thousand if I threw mine at the wall every time I crashed. Like, you must contain it slightly better. Maybe give yourself a little donk on the head with it.
Not soon.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Donk on the head.
Yeah, a little bump. Good and smooth, Chikiline about to cross the line. 1:52.445 is the best lap, which has just been improved by Chikiline. 1:51.910, but again, 68 cent. Just able to take advantage. I'm on my third control. Like, you seem to have been really lucky. Like, got a well-made control. Like, it's always something under my left analog stick that goes. It's been the same issue every time. Maybe I'm a little bit heavy-handed with it, but I don't think I'm too aggressive. I hear you slapping the stick about more than anyone's sick. which is why I was even more surprised that your control had lasted so long. Chikiline is closing in, just coming through the loop skip above, through the corner, trying to capitalise on that mistake from 68 Cent. One more, 68 Cent could see himself swamped by the light blue of Ride. Stiff Green, he's very aggressive on the sticks. Lines up the cut. It's a little bit to the right, but correct in the air to get the car enough traction to pull away from it, nice and clean. I do like a slight reddish colour on the black there too. Best lap still with Chikiline. Put them back together. Fair play. It lasts a lot longer now because I'm not playing as much anymore. That makes sense. So 68 Cent doing enough to take the lead by 7 seconds and takes it to a 3-1. Tick now on the second half of the playlist with a bit more work to do. Still has zone 2 to try and fall back on, and it needs to pinch one away from 68 Cent. This is Gauntlet. Is Chick's pick. I've apparently lost my lighter.
You can have mine, hold on a minute.
Chuck it here, Jack. All the way to Leicester.
Let's throw it back when you're done with it, yeah?
Yep.
Ready?
Hands up. Out window. Go long, Jack.
No, I think I'd end up hitting the car outside, to be honest. I ain't got the energy to throw.
No.
Fucking tired, man.
I've not got the energy to catch. Brickland makes me want to throw my control off a cliff. Okay, to get the barrier boots there, Casper bothering my throat.
It's fucking gone.
This chick gets a lovely clean exit. Has had to respawn. I've had to come back early. Oh, a tickle on my throat. Come back.
Ow. Fuck's sake.
Fucking hell. Nice smooth tube a loop from Chick. Collecting the boosts, nice and clean.
That was Casper's cup.
Left side, long.
Long
and rough.
hard.
Nice over the ramp. Nice and straight. Just see 68 Cent out to come out of the exit, but he did just have to respawn. Maybe came a little bit too far out of the tube. Looks like Chikiline is gonna be able to play it slightly safer, not needing to push for really risky exits. Collects boost. Chooses just to take the ramp nice and clean. Over the curve, brushing the barrier straight back across. Nice and tidy on the boost. And over the curb. Nice. Pulled away from that gap in the barrier that I've had so many collisions with. Pulls through the corner. Little bit of a buck over the curb as he just pulled back too sharply to take the boost. Nice and smooth this time. 2 wheels over before the corner. A bit late on the entry. It pulls through nice and clean. Hello, Albo Lebo. The Z's emoji. Getting a little bit tired. Maybe he's a little bit bored of the 1v1 commentaries, maybe. Who knows? I'm very well, Albo. I hope you're doing well. Nice. Clean through the corner after another clean tube escape. That the police officer telling him back, well, the prison officer telling him back to sleep there, didn't it? Back to bed with you, Lebo. Nice. Exit. It's 3 exams next week and test. I'm sure you'll do fine, Albo. You are a smart young lad.
Yeah, that's a bit pushing it, innit?
He's a smart ass.
Nah. He's average intelligence. Compared to me, anyway.
Yeah, but you're a diabolical genius, Jack.
That is, yeah, I'm like a mad science guy.
Nice.
I don't like to toot my own horn, but some say I'm the smartest person in the world. Toot toot.
Heads in for the ramp skip, knowing that he's got a bit of comfortable lead, able to take some of the risks. Car flipping heavily. Gets landed. Nice. In the end, water facing the wrong way. Jack, what do you want from Albo?
I don't want nothing.
You're too young for him and not a female. And Dylan, with Jack's not even the smartest in his own room. Wow.
Well, I'm the only one in my room. Hold on a minute. What's going on here?
And sick with this is coming from the guy who washed his controller in the sink with water.
Right, sink that. Sick. Sick.
Sink, no wall ride nasty. Is that the new name from Sick?
Sick. That was a private conversation we had. That's the first people on stream. Unbelievable.
You more spilt water over it from the washing up, didn't you, Jack? You didn't dip it in there and give it a wash.
No, this was back in my PS3 days.
Okay, so you did give that one with a wash.
I did. It was, yeah, it needed a wash, so I thought I'd shove it under some water.
It's where you wash the dishes, Albo. The kitchen sink. Or the bathroom sink. You don't wash your dishes in the bathroom sink, I hope.
I can't believe they'd bring that up on stream, motherfuckers. I thought we were all friends.
Chick hits but does have the lead to hold. That's gone well over my head elbow. I've not been on Minecraft for like 5 or 6 years and I spent like 45 minutes on it, so yeah, this is quite good, but not for me. I'm not the type of person that shit on Minecraft. It is very creative for people and all that sort of stuff. People can basically make whatever they want. People have built working computers in there. So fair play to them, but what? I don't know any of the actual things in Minecraft anymore. I know back in the day they had just put sheep in. Good and clean consistency from Chick. Couple of slight errors, but nothing major, and has been able to hold the lead since the first lap on the respawns from 68 cent. We will, as we see Chick go in for the ramp skip. You know he's got the lead to hold. It has brought it back to 3-2. 68 cent just coming through the pillars. About 22. Now, it looks like Chick just holding up on the line. 68 cent just lost connection. Does get the connection back just beyond the halfway point in the tube, but not able to readjust the line. It is 3-2 after this race to 68 cent. Chikiline bringing it back from 3-1 to 3-2. The skip looks a little low. It is just coming into contact with the flat of the platform. Really unlucky. Chick ready to have a little reverse across the line. Queued up on it. He's gone. 68 cent crosses in second, and like I say, that does bring it back to 3-2. That is 3 to 68 and 2 to Chikiline. Bring it back from 3-1. Still needs to win at least 2 the next 3. Whereas 68 cent does have the comfort of only needing to win 1 to guarantee the draw, and then has the chance to push forward. I don't know why it keeps coming up with that message at the moment. Maybe they're trying to update something. It doesn't normally do that between. Fox, maybe you know the old language 500 years ago, yeah? No. Wasn't it more Latin based? And Italian? Don't know. I'm not very, unfortunately, I am terrible with other languages. I know English to a relatively decent standard, I'd say, but it could be better. Could be improved. Oh, like Shakespeare. That's not 500 years ago. Send me a screenshot on Discord and I'll have a little look. If it's Shakespeare-esque, I can help. If it's a bit further back than that, I'd really struggle with it.
What's that?
He needs to read a book that's written in like really old style English, from the sounds of it. But he put 500 years ago, and no, I don't know that much. It's not Shakespeare. If it's further back than Shakespeare,
I was alive back then.
Send me a screenshot of it on Thingy Elbow, send me a little picture of it on Discord and I'll have a look at it after. If I can decipher it, I'll have a go.
I passed my English literature, I can help you with that. I got a 4.
Getting good boost off the curb. Getting good boost off the tube. Okay, it's German. Then why did you ask me if I'd know how to read an old language from 500 years ago that's not in my language when you know I can't read any other language, Albo? We've had that discussion before.
Because you said you were smart.
I said I'm relatively decent at English. That doesn't sound smart. No, English would be lovely. It's German. Old German language is worse than Tyrese's driving skills. Wow, he's not even here to defend himself. Just stabbing him in the back, Albo. Albo just stabbing his mate Tyrese in the back, and Chikiline just clipped the inside of the curb. It bucked the car up horribly, skewing him off to the left and off the banked hairpin off the track. Needs a respawn. Coming through the loop into the tube, you can see on the map the way the car angled itself for the loop. And Leighton, no mention of Hitler. Overcut, caught some of the brake boost. Even older, he's older than his grandmum. Sounds like it's probably older than his great-great-great-great-grandma. There is my son. Wow, 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 wow. What the hell is going on? Leighton, drop it. Nice, across the curbs. And we see 221.019 to 226.677, so 5.6 seconds between them. Nice, through the loop. Here, just light clipping of the tube.
I think I want to go back to bed.
You feeling tired?
Mm-hmm.
Bless you, Jack.
I got this week off, so I'll just catch up my sleep.
Yeah. What, so you're not going to bed?
No.
Have a nap and I'll see you about 9 o'clock, lad.
Good to hear. Then again, if I don't wake up...
Open, clean, through corner.
Do-do-do-do.
Nice. Relatively low. How's Need for Speed Payback Jack from Alabo?
I haven't played it a lot. Kind of gave up with it.
Kind of given up with it. Not played it too much. Why'd you give up with it, Jack?
Dunno.
Just wasn't catching your attention enough.
No, well, I just had a lot of other games to play.
So he was enjoying it. Just got a bit distracted by FIFA, I think, mainly for a while. And a bit of the Sims.
Game, man. Fuck fucking FIFA, man. I don't play FIFA anymore. I can't stand it. I rage too much.
Through the tube line. It is a bit of a rage-inducing game. I managed to keep it mainly bottled up.
It's not my team again.
68 cent. Again.
FIFA. Yeah, double FIFA until I come back. Made some profits, I was alright.
Yeah. Makes me sad. Chick does enter first, has a 214.310. 68 cent did improve to a 220.241. That did see the lead shred and taken by Chick. Well, we can see both. We are going to swap on 268 cent. Caught that really nicely. Did look a little bit slidey initially. Pulls through the corner, tips tap steering, lines up just a touch rough on the entrance, back up to pace nicely.
My brother taxi on a minute.
Cross the curbs. Jack just going to have to answer his brother. Makes me sad from elbow. It's a smooth line, Chick. Just exerting a little bit of extra pressure, completing the hairpin. Pulling himself into line for the tube. Just watching ahead. Chick looks clean. He is. 68 cent. Got that really nice and low, but Chick are really starting to pull away. Sticking to a nice line just below. Metal line. Collecting a lot of boost there. It's a different line than we see from some. Is there anything new for Halloween? Not seen anything myself, but I'll have a little look up. There's a couple of new like face masks and stuff they've put in. Dotted face mask that everybody's been getting for free. Stuff like that, but that's about it as far as I know. I mainly stick to my racing stuff, so if there is anything new vehicles or stuff wise for Halloween, which I doubt, but it'd only really be the vehicles that would catch my eye. Chick chooses not to go for the cut, a little bit harsh off that concrete wall. Does see the race go to Chick. That does bring it back to 3-all. We have 2 races left. And it is a tie game. Hey, Unholy, my man. Alright, I'm a head off from Elbow. Have a good night. You and Jack. I'll let him know when he gets back, but have a good night yourself. Oh. Good night from Elbow, Jack.
Night, Albo. Have a good night, lad.
Yeah, and good luck with your exams and your test, Elbow.
Don't panic.
Nah, don't. There's no need to panic. Keep calm, carry on, and drink tea.
I was going to say drink piss, but that works too.
Why would you? How would that make you calm? Having to drink piss?
Because then you're more focused on being disgusted by the piss.
Nasty.
Well, you would if it smelled like Chinese, wouldn't you?
I still wouldn't want to drink it. It's like when your piss smells of sugar puff. You don't want to drink that. You don't go, oh yeah, I'll neck that.
You would though.
No, you wouldn't, because it's come out your dick.
Well, if you were thirsty.
You can hear how nasty Jack is. He doesn't often reveal this side of him live on stream. Nice.
What do you mean this side of me?
The piss drinking side.
I take that offensive, I do.
Well, you've never revealed your piss drinking intentions live on stream, have you, before?
Yeah?
Have you?
No.
He's a dirty bastard, ladies and gentlemen. 68 cent takes tighter line through loop, and you can see really gaining some nice revs towards the back end of the straight. Chick onto a decent boost line though, and takes the loop, collecting a little bit more boost before the exit. Allows himself to keep the lead, but that's some really good speed through that first spinner section from 68 cent. Oh, the barrier just clips the side of the car, really sucking the car into it for a second, and that does cost him a significant portion of time here. We will stick through with 68 cent for the cut, and then we will go apply that thick YouTube pressure. We can see Chikiline just going over the jump there. Fortunately, I did just block it with the back of 68 cent's car. Bike made it through the cut, good and clean, was in the air, nice and tidy. 68 cent across the gap too, clean as you like, into the centre, no chance of missing the tube. Like, car just lost some of the traction there with the tube. Made it down the line, nice and clean. A little clip of the curb after the boost. Just takes a nice straight line over the jump. Angling the car for the second part of the cut. It avoids the ramp, carries speed across the line. We've seen a 2:36.650 to a 2:42.759. 68 cent. Chick holds his lead around the 6-second mark. Nice clean line. Smooth. Camera takes it good and clean, just clipping the boost. Smooth over the curbs, nice and aggressive. 4 wheels across twice. Through the loop line, nice and clean. Seems to have stuck to the boost line nice and early that time. Maximising the speed down the straight. Well, kinky straight, but straight
Kinky
is.
straight.
Well, it's a bit of a kinky straight out of that tube on spinner, isn't it? It's not a straight, so to speak.
Kinky.
But you basically take it at full speed right down to the building. Nice, over the jump, onto the right side of the track, collecting the curb, nice and smooth. Getting a little close to the barrier. Indeed, he is. So we are going to pop back to 68 cent. We should be able to see both cars nice and clean here. Both lost a similar amount of time to the barrier hit. A very similar line across the cut. 68 cent had to feather and pull very sharply to the right. Sticking to that shadow, nice and clean. Chick does lovely brake boost off that apex corner there from 68 cent. Very difficult place to get them, that is, really. Off the apex corners, a little bit trickier than your standard brake boosting attempts. Nice and clean. Does choose to have missed the boost there. I do believe he chose to miss as he feathers the throttle to come over the cut. Drifting to the right. A little bit too heavily though. Oh, the car's right wheels just drift off the side of the ramp. That does see the lead extended now in Chikiline's favour. He was unable to improve on his first lap time with the barrier smashed. A little tap of the horn from Chick as he passes by 68 cent on the cut. It shows the lead. It will be around that, I believe it to be the 20-second mark at that point. Over the curbs. Able to play it just slightly safer, just above the metal line, back down and round the loop line, clean as you like. back end of the D8 didn't start bumping there, did not collect as much as the boost as he did on that second lap. Able to rub it against the barrier without any issue sticking to it on that occasion. Nice across the curb after the hard pull to the right to make sure he got away from that sticky curved barrier. Into that nice clean application, reduction of power. Get himself through the corner, did take it a little wide, but up, banked all nice and high, pulls across, aims towards the tube just a little bit more, getting some of that banked downward slope. Hey Tyrese, how you going, fella?
Carissimo.
I got a brand new combine harvester and you can't have the key. Nice. Over the boost. Don't know why I'm going all Dorset, I'm going to get out of that now. Cornwall. Nice through the corner. Ooh, did just get sucked up, but corrected the car, lovely, swung it round onto the boost pad, and that just flung him nice and straight. I am doing smashingly well, thank you Tyrese, and the score is 3-3, but this is the final lap, and Chick does have the lead, and that is going to see it come back to 4-3, well, 2-4-3 in Chick's favour. And we are going to head in to the final race. Chick with the chance to secure a progression through 68 cent, knowing that it's all going to come down to Chiliad, and that is one of Chick's picks. So knowing he is going to have to beat Chick on one of his own tracks. I hope you're doing good too, my man. And Holy as well, did see the O-Fox, I hope you're doing very well. Across the line from 68 cent. Behind Chick, like I say, that does see we go to 4-3. That is a draw confirmed at the very least for Chick. Now, in fact, with Joe Tracy having dropped out, like, it's too late to replace Fuckstone opponent, but it's the next round that Joe Tracy's dropped out of. What I could potentially do is do a little draw between, other than myself, the other people that have been knocked out at this point to replace them. But then, that, I guess no, because that'd be them having 3 lives. We'll leave it how it is. Heredia will be getting a bye through to the next round. And we are on to Chiliad. As I said, this is a Chikiline's final pick. It is the final race, and it is 4-3 in his favour. So he knows realistically just needs to do his thing here. He obviously had the confidence to pick the track, which would suggest he believes he's got the faster time. I know 68 cent has been able to handle the pressure well. Did just late slip where Chick slightly stronger on a couple of tracks. A lovely corner though from both, matching the speed. Chick goes in for the cut. It looked a touch early and he did hit the platform. That is gonna go 68 cents advantage for now, knowing he's got a big lead. The respawn necessary from Chick. 68 cent knows he just needs to be nice and clean, no big risks. It's not his home track, so to speak. From the prop under the bridge as we enter the tube. Good and clean. Pulls up the side wall, sticking, trying to get the back end to bounce. He really should be just a touch higher up the bank wall, getting some extra revs, lining up for just a slight cut there, just letting the car drift down to the right, able to be nice and safe. A little spin back, see if we can catch. A little look at Chick. It's like Chick maybe had to respawn. Going for the risky cut, knowing he needed to gain some of the time. I did catch on the mini-map and going for the loop. It's an aggressive line against 68 cent, knowing he's able to just play it safe, takes good, clean, safe exit, straight up the middle. Looks like he did catch some feathering of the throttle. Gets down to the track nice and early, over the curbs, nice and safe, good and clean. 68 cent, about to bring this back for all. So, let me quickly go grab the sump tracks. That is 68 cent, crossing the line in first. Just grabbing these stunt races, I'll run these through randomizer. The guys will be picking a track each. Right, is the way we handle the draw situation. Let me just message the guys too. Like I say, that is a tie for all. But we will be moving on in a moment to the penalty shootout. I need to back out of the spectator thing when it lets me get into my invite session again, invite the guys back. Let me copy and paste these. Random generator.
Oh, is this where we pick the track?
Yeah. Into list items. Random. Right, we take out Vinewood and down trench 3. So the picks are between downtown loop, duel, and lift off. So
It's got to
you
be
guys,
it's got to be a lap race. What is it? Can't be a point to point.
do I not? Okay, the next lap race away from bikes is H200. So we have downtown loop, duel, and H200 to pick between. We'll give that
No,
1 minute.
I didn't mean change it. I was just telling the
Well-
people that it can't be a lift. I got to be a point
Well,
to
they've
point.
now not got a choice. You told them it can't be that. It's not that.
Nah, it just makes it fair. Because if someone mets up on a point to point, they got no chance to come back.
So H200 duel or downtown loop, guys, in chat. We'll give that 1 minute. I'm just going to message and then I'll come count that back up.
Take your picks, people.
Trace. Random one from
Downtown loop, nice, big boards. I rate that. I thought it said Doom for a minute then. I was reading Doom and I thought, what? Long as you're holding me down,
loop
down, down.
and duel. Right, let me invite these guys to this session while I just give that final little bit of time.
I'm gonna be loving you down.
Right, I've got that nicely explained. Know what's going on.
I want the girl.
I can't invite. Okay.
Rips are doobie. Right, I'm gonna go have a look what we've got at the moment. Downtown loop.
Right, let me come count up. Looks like downtown loop. There's that. Bring it back up. Yep. Okay, we'll climb from Chikiline downtown loop from chat. Won't let me invite Chick. Is there anywhere close to me I can quickly go in? Where's my hanger? My hanger's miles away. I've not got a hanger anymore. They reset my account.
What we got?
Occasionally, if you go in somewhere and come out, it fixes it. Let's have a look. No. Oh, let me invite 68 cent.
That car's a beaut.
Right, just sent Chuck a message asking if he can invite 68 cent for us to this session, because 68 cent will be hosting. My phone's list is a little bit bugged. I will keep driving towards my abode and quickly pop in there, just in case it doesn't receive the message. We should be all good to go in the next few minutes. Okay, 68 cents, Plummet 2. So we've got Wall Climb, Plummet 2, and Down a Town Loop. So, nice job not having 2 points. And a good shout, Jack, on that.
Wait, what?
68 cents actual choice in Plummet 2, so it is probably best there's not 2 points. A little bit of recovery chance. What is that car trying to do? Why was he trying to kill a pedestrian? As long as I either get invited by 68 cent or he joins this session before he actually goes into the playlist, we are all smashingly good. Let's not drive into one of my garages because I don't remember which one's which. What are you laughing at, Jack?
I don't know which one's which.
I don't just want to put a car in a random garage. Into my office. And we'll give it one last go on the invite, have a double check. No invite received. Sometimes just try to get it to update what I was hoping would happen. But no such luck, as you can see. Send game invite disabled till both you and this player have completed the GTA Online tutorial. Pain in the ass. But I do need and require him then to invite me. So he has said yes, he will invite me to his session before. And then I can jump in, spectate on him. With him being the host, we will be gravy. Oh no, don't go into that. What have I just accepted? We'll back out of that damn quick. Oh my god, give me that plaid. Just dropping back to the grass. Nice, really nice. I don't see your mate. Oh, I am not online. Bollocks. That was my bad. I forgot that I turned it offline, so I didn't get friends requests and stuff too much. Invited to other races while I was commentating. Dumbass. Should be able to see it now. Apologies for that, that was my bad. We would be just about good to go at this point if you'd been able to invite me when we tried. Finally got competition suspension, Jack.
What?
Got competition suspension available now.
Have you?
Yes.
Right.
Still not it. It fixed itself for him to me. And I can invite him. Is Chikiline in my session? No, they've joined a different session. Alright, what I'll do, just in case, let's pull up Chick's stream for a minute on my laptop. No notification. Nothing comes through just yet. And they are racing. They're on H200. So I guess I'll commentate on Chikiline's stream. But they have started. Unfortunately, 68 Cent wasn't able to invite me. It looks like he maybe tried to invite me to the race. Chikiline is in second place. 68 Cent just approaching the banked platform for the tube in that risky brick location. And I do apologise for this, but if you want to, I did share Chick's link into the chat. Just click that, head on over. Nice and smooth. into the tube line will only be, from Chick's perspective, feathering the throttle heavily to avoid that tyre wall. 68% is holding the lead. Comes on through. Wish I could show YouTube on my PlayStation. I don't know how to sing it. I can't pull this up on the thingy, I don't think. I'm streaming from the PlayStation. Chick, a little bit wonky off the wall ride. Gap has closed though, 68%, just going through 3 tubes ahead. It's gone through the corner and about to head through to watery section where you drop down, try and land on the sloped section of the track. It's the first time I've had to rely on somebody else's stream to commentate. A little bit wonky out of the tube, over the curb, pulls himself away from the barrier nicely though, doesn't lose too much time. The lead appears to be about now where it was on the last lap. Chick had closed up a decent amount of distance but just cost himself that time. Down the tube wall, into the tube, clean. 68% round this double right, through the corner. Lines up. But 68% does take the win there. What I will ask him to do very quickly, I know it's fine, it's all good.
Oh my.
And that is 1-0-268. 68% was in my lobby and he's hosting. Chikiline, I should be able to join on him, but it's coming up with a triangle rather than things. And won't let me spectate. I have just asked for the invite, we'll see if that comes through. Doesn't look like it did, so I will just stick to this. And like I say, I do apologise. I can keep you guys up to date as it finishes out. We're on to Plummet. This is 68% pick. Chick maybe misunderstood and went with H200 as the pick. It's fine. They are doing a penalty shootout. 68% won the race as Chick just has a big wobble over the curbs. That does allow 68% big lead, clipping the curbs, nice and aggressive, down the centre, swerving back and forth over them gently. Drifting left and right, clicking the back wheel over just a couple of extra times towards that tyre wall, comes in for the cut, clipping 2 wheels, taking a couple of barrel rolls, correcting the car in the air, able to pull away from that bridge wall there, very clean. Again, I do slightly apologise, it is out of my hands at this point when something like this happens. We do occasionally get some translation issues, certainly when it's somebody new to the commentary side of the 1v1. But I do try and fix it a little bit on the fly, and hopefully next week I will be able to get back on the see streaming side of things, so I would be able to transition over to his chat like I'm watching it on my laptop, so I'd have been able to pull this up. The Chick did just have to have a respawn. Stream did just stop. He did look to be carrying on.
They can't be that fast.
Just appears to be lagging from stream. Vamos, a bro from Zombie. He's going again. Seems to be running a little bit smooth. He's upside down. This
Bro,
last
Suarez
view
OP.
looks like he's getting some issues. Stream is lagging, like I say, quite heavily at this point. Did get the car flipped back around. Right, underway, 68 cent though, with a strong lead. Then already made it up the jump, cleared the straight, heading through that tightish left at the top of the hill. Bringing himself back down. It's tightish, it's 45 degrees, not too bad. Right, from the Chick
Why are you stopping you running?
over the curbs. Oh, but just runs too wide. And yeah, you can see his connection, the internet is a little bit insufficient to run a stream across the curbs. Nice. A little bit too aggressive on that downward transition. That's 8 seconds. To cross the line, it may just come up a little bit short. And that is DNF, unfortunately, there with a few mistakes. I think 68 cent thought it was coming too close. Chick approaching the ramp did end up just drifting off.
I can't score. I can't do anything.
That has taken it to 2-0 in penalty shootout.
Defence is ridiculous.
68 cent. We'll see if we see them finish it out. Changing about to turn it to non-collision. Collision. They will be taking the final race anyway. This is wall climb. So it's Chikiline's pick. Chick on pole. Pulling away. Now, what I'll do instead for this is, has been decided. I'll start dating my sheet. Keep the race there, just in the background. Keep my eye on it. But this has been decided. It is going 68 cents way. He will be progressing through. In the losers Drip unfortunately did have to pull out as well. That to see Leo progress to face off against undecided loser of 24. Who would that be? That will be Trilsey or Randos. But we have seen 68 cent.
Oh, fuck this.
Or he will be up against Lord Life. Now bring up my chat on my phone. about anything that's going on here. Chikiline is showing good strength here, has the lead on wall climb at this point. It's because they're in a, unfortunately, new boys, they're in a private session, so it won't let me join. When it comes up with the V, unless you were in the session they'd launched from, unfortunately, you've not got any hope. But if it does work and I've missed this, I will feel a little bit stupid.
No, that's a lie.
I do think it will come up with that private session. Yeah. But like I say, 68 Cent has confirmed his place. It is 6-4 on the penalty shootout. Chikiline with a chance to bring it back to 6-5. But 68 Cent is through. Chikiline, unfortunately, has been seen out of the competition. Nice, clean line through the tube though. Cuts the ramp in the tube nicely. Coming through the loop line. Big yawn. Nice and tidy. I guess really, with it all being confirmed up, if there's anything, we'll keep going for another minute or two, but I will be drawing the stream to an end. I'll be updating the bracket everywhere, and then I'll get that shared around on both the Discord and the chats. And then we can carry on from there. I'll start creating messages not too long after this one, so we can start following the times as they come in, as people start arranging the matches. I'm not really going to set any date on the next round close, because I do think at this point it will just start moving forward. If one part of the bracket gets a little bit further ahead, it gives me a way to be able to say, right, we need to crack on with this side a little bit more. Give us a couple of days, guys, and I'll know your opponent, sort of thing. So we now really, let's have a look at exactly what percentage of the competition we're at. We are at the 45% mark, so we have just about approached the halfway point. Half the matches have been played out. Very close to. And we are now moving in to the second half of the competition. Things start to get really intense, really interesting. But let's have a last little look at the stream. I haven't seen anything new come in. Chikiline has fallen in second place by a little way too. Can't see. Oh, I can't see 68 Cent just ahead. It must have been a collision with one of the tubes or a spin out maybe after the ramp skip. A little bit rough off the barrier. Maybe best to just stick through. It's only another minute and a half till the close of the race, really. And we'll probably know the score going forward. Lovely cut. Wheels kissing down as the tube comes back up to meet the car. Through the loop line. 68 Cent just completing the hairpin as Chikiline enters it. Over the curbs, clipping, nice and aggressive. And there is the wall. Up the wall, it hits the tube. And with that, I do believe it is going 68 Cent's way. I will leave a score just now. get that updated in a little while. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all very much for tuning in. Apologies for that slight technical difficulty and us missing the penalty shootout there. It has gone in 68 advantage 3-0. That does see 68 Cent taking a 7-4 win overall with the penalty shootout. Thank you all so much, and I will be back. Maybe, well, I'll be on somebody's stream if I don't stream the playlist myself, but thank you all very much. And with that, that was Chikiline's stream cutting off there, his internet just losing the bandwidth to be able to handle it, as well as I sign out, so I have nothing to bring you new either. Thank you all very much, and goodbye for now.